And I'm back again. Hey guys, it's James here, or Crazy. Some of you more commonly know me. Welcome back to Elysium versus Guess Who. Hang on, let me drink some water. This is what happens when you cast for too long. Hang on. This is probably going to be the last game that I cast tonight. But Elysium versus Guess Who. We just saw Elysium play. They played really well in their game. And now we have to wait for... to see how they do against Guess Who I can't remember if they won the game that I casted for them, but they did really well as well. They played very well, from what I remember. So it's going to be an interesting game, no matter what the situation is. Elysium banning out Tidehunter and Batrider. Evidently Tidehunter is doing a lot of damage to them. Batrider are kind of fairly normal ban nowadays. Guess Who banning the Doom and the Brewmaster. Two also very bannable heroes. People that nobody likes to play against, so... Yep. Elysium now going to make their first pick. As you can see, I'm starting to become tired because my brain is not working so well. Elysium picking Mirana. Mirana, easily one of the most versatile heroes in the game. Can literally be played in any situation, which is great for her. Like, the fact that Mirana can be played as a support, or a mid, or an offlane, or a hard carry, makes her probably the most picked and most banned hero in competitive Dota. At the moment, especially. There's not really anyone else that can do what she does. So, yeah, she does great. There's a lot of dangerous combos that you can do with her, like Shadow Demon and Leshrac and all that kind of jazz. So having her picked is a great choice. Guess Who picking the Lich might be letting the Shadow Demon slip through, which I think would be quite risky for them. Having the Shadow Demon slip through would be disastrous. Because it lets you set up so much stuff. Guess Who going for their typical kind of Lich Treant Protector. They like playing Lich, they like playing Treant Protector, and it works out for them a lot of the time. But again, Elysium Gaming do really well with the Shadow Demon, so we'll have to see how that one pans out, to be perfectly honest. You could even have the Mirana and the Shadow Demon as like a roaming support duo, and that would do so much. Especially in this kind of a situation. So, I'm going to quickly switch back over to the scores quickly, just so I can see. Hang on. There we go. Let's just look at how each team is doing at the moment. Got Elysium Gaming, who are 4-0, and Guess Who are 5-0 now. So they're both doing really well for themselves. So it's going to be a clash of the Titans, well, no matter what the situation is. Hang on, I'm going to refresh that page quickly. And then we can actually get a more, there we go, a more representative look of the current scores. Anyway, Elysium Gaming picking out Enigma, which is rather interesting. Enigma is someone that we don't see, we see him picked, but it's very situational where he is actually picked. Black Hole can do so much, and hitting black holes is a fundamental part of playing Enigma, because you don't hit black holes, he's pointless. Like, he can do a lot in team fights as far as like the stuns go, but he doesn't contribute as much as other offlaners, you know. So assuming you're playing Enigma as an offlane. Sorry. Enigma's one of these people that you can play him offlane, and it works pretty well because of his Eidolons. What are they actually called? Demonic Conversion. Yeah, Eidolons. And they let him offlane quite efficiently, but equally he does pretty well in the jungle. And he can be played as a support quite efficiently thanks to his stun. But equally the stun, he has to be setting up either one, lots of kills, or two, has to be getting levels really fast. So where you actually play an Enigma can be the most difficult part of playing an Enigma, you know. In Elysium, banning out Tinker and Faceless Void, and Guess Who banning out Templar Assassin and one other person. I would assume that they already have that person in mind. Oh, God, I'm tired. Guess Who, I'm probably going to be looking for all of their cores now, and Guess Who, from what I've seen, actually I can't remember how they played in the last game, so we'll have to see how it goes. I have no idea what I'm even saying at this point. Faceless Void got like some kind of graphical upgrade, I'm pretty sure. Guess Who picking Invoker though. Invoker, one of my personal favourite mid heroes. He's definitely grown on me a lot recently because of the fact that he can just destroy enemy lineups. Like, Invoker alone has 3 or 4 stuns on him, which means that this Enigma's black holes will be shut down as long as he doesn't catch the Invoker in the black hole, you know. pick stage 3. I'm going to see Elysium picking their third hero now. I would assume that they're going to pick a core now. The math says that they're going to pick a core more likely than they're going to pick a support. Because of the fact that Morana could be a core or a support. Still don't know how they're going to fit the Enigma pick in. But, yeah, I have to see how the Enigma goes. He could just be roaming. That's also another option for the Enigma. I'm already stuck on the Enigma thing. Guess who banned Storm Spirit there as well, so they're already trying to shut down the mid choices of people that could kill the Invoker. And the Storm Spirit is very good for them. You know, Storm Spirit being banned can do a lot against an Invoker. So banning Storm Spirit against Invoker is a good choice. Like, he's one of the few people who can actually kill an Invoker. Even when he's invis. Because of overload. Anyway, Elysium Gaming picking the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman Sergeant Push, as I like to call him. No, I don't. I've never called him Sergeant Push. He pushes really well, though. And his Shackle enables... his Shackle enables you to set up a lot of stuff and basically take someone out of a fight for a little while. And he not only has one way to stop a fight, he has two. Which is pretty awesome as far as being a support goes. I mean, there's like no one else that really does that. Well, there are actually quite a few now I'm thinking about it, but you've got like Crystal Maiden, who kind of has like quote-unquote stun and a slow. Yeah. Guess who? Gonna pick the Wraith King, probably as a hard carry, I would assume, because they've already got their two supports. Wraith King hard carry is rather interesting. God, I'm tired. Wraith King support is really interesting because of the fact that Wraith King carry even. Because of the fact that you can just kind of turn back up in the fight, you know? Like, you kill him once, it's not enough. You always have to kill him twice. And that's from max health, max mana twice. Which, actually, I think it's just max health. I don't think he gets the mana after he's died. But, oh well, you know? It's still really difficult to kill him twice. Kill him. Considering the fact that he has life steal as well as the massive crit damage and stuns. Elysium Gaming, now waiting for their fourth pick. Probably. And maybe the Enigma's going to be mid then. Maybe, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's really difficult to try and predict lineups like this. Elysium going to pick the Darkseer as their offlane. Works out very well for them. Like, the last game Elysium had their Darkseer. It played very well. And the Elysium went... Elysium ended up winning that game. So it worked out very well for them. Guess who? Banning the Magnus as like a Enigma counter, I guess. Even though it may not have been the smartest decision. And Elysium Gaming banning the Silencer to stop the Enigma and the Darkseer from being shut down. In fact, all of these people are pretty spell dependent. Like, any of these people, if they were to get silenced, then what they'd actually be doing is being shut down very efficiently. So having the silencer removed is a good choice. Guess who? Now need to pick an offlane hero. I'm so tired. I'm going to go to bed pretty soon after this, I think. Guess who's going to pick their Clockwork offlane, which is rather interesting. Giving a lot of extra stuns. Like, Cogs can... Not only has he got the hook, which provides a mini stun, but he's also got Cogs, where if you place them right, you're going to stun someone. Or at least push them off of what they're currently channeling. Which is great for... for countering the Enigma, for sure. The Darkseer could still vacuum lots of people into the Cogs, and then you've just got a clusterfuck, basically, of people inside Cogs. But we'll have to see how the game pans out, see if that situation even arises, which it may not. Elysium Gaming now picking the OD against the Invoker, which is interesting because, in fairness, if the Invoker has no mana, he can't do anything as far as being effective goes. And you remove, with the OD, you can remove anyone from the fight. You take the Invoker out, he's then become useless, which is strong. Don't pick him against a Razor, though. Definitely. Elysium. Now, we're just going to wait for the game to begin here. Use this opportunity to casually plug my Twitter again. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/craze, CR4ZE. And don't forget to look at all of the links below the Twitch stream, looking at eSpot and all of their jazz. Anyway, game going to begin now. Let's do a quick rundown of all the Elysium guys. We've got Stylers on the Enigma. Going for the jungle, it looks like anyway. We're going to have Laukyu on the... God damn it, I clicked out of Dota. Laukyu on the OD. God damn it. Biryu on the Shadow Shaman. Sneaky on Mirana. Cool little Grieveling. And Skylark on the Darkseer. And over for Guess Who, we have got Guy Mini on the Lich. Harris on the Invoker. We have got Kill Bill on the Clockwork. Babus on the Treant Protector. And Bonnie Top on the Wraith King. So, looks like we're going to have an aggressive tri lane coming out from Guess Who. Whilst Elysium are going to have more of a typical defensive tri lane. From the looks anyway. Yeah. Just waiting for the game to continue here. Odie instantly going with the Astral Imprisonment, trying to just remove all of the damage, all of the magic, all of the mana from the Invoker, which is a solid choice. Invoker going for Exort, which is rather interesting. Typically we see a Quas-Wex Invoker. In this situation we're seeing the Quas-Exort. It means that basically the enemies can become global. And in fact, with the Clockwork pick, it's a really solid choice. Because of the fact that if you cog someone in, you can then just Sunstrike them, and that person's going to take a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Yeah. Wraith King going to be playing very... He's going to have to play aggressively to get last hits, but hasn't really got all the regen for it. Well, the Darkseer already hanging out the tower. Probably going to be playing very aggressively. He picked up the Soul Ring, picked up the Stout Shield, picked up the Tango. All that jazz. Stylers has got rats, I think. I don't know. But Darkseer now not going for the Iron Shell first. Not putting any points into anything just yet. And I assume that's to stop the enemies from... Like, if he gets gone on, then he can still surge out and probably be okay. And then... Yeah, so we're going to have a Clockwork against a Darkseer, which is rather interesting. Good lane prediction by Guess Who, I guess. Because the Clockwork has quite a lot more armor. No, he has 1 armor. What the hell am I talking about? He doesn't have all that much armor, but he can afford to take quite a few hits against the Darkseer. Yeah. All of the members of Guess Who are roaming into the dire jungle in the meantime, maybe trying to get an early kill, blocking off all of the Enigma camps in the meantime, which is a great option, great thing to do, because you need to shut down the Enigma. It's one thing that has to happen, you know, especially if he's going to be majority jungling, which, I mean, if he did show, which he didn't, then if he did show, then they could see that he'd be doing like a purely jungle Enigma. But he's just kind of happy sitting back in the base now. He went to go get a little bit more mana, and now start on the jungle jam. Whilst we got the Enigmas trying to scout out the mids, got a Treant just happily right-clicking down some Shadow Shaman. He's been leech seeded, and he is taking a lot of damage, but he's just going to walk back to the tower. He'll be okay. Arrow coming in there by the Mirana, just trying to defend the Treant, trying to defend the Shadow Shaman even, and the Treant's already run away. He had a haste. He's quite happy with himself. Maybe if he'd thrown the leech seed a little bit earlier, he'd be a little bit happier. This sentry, though, is going to catch out the Observer Ward, so all I need is a little bit of vision up there, and they'd see that Observer Ward, and be able to de-ward very efficiently. Treant Protector, Clarity going to get denied by range creeps again. People understand how Clarities work. You're just wasting Clarity points, basically, by taking creep aggro, which is silly. OD playing very aggressively against the Invoker. Invoker hasn't got all that much mana, but the OD still isn't full mana mode yet. He has another 3 seconds until we can take away even more of the Invoker's mana, like right now. And that's going to mean that the Invoker is just his mana pool draining quite rapidly. Darkseer working on cutting on the creeps. This Darkseer always plays very well. He played very well in the last game, which is rather amusing to watch. Clockwork having to be very aggressive here, going to cogs the Darkseer and try and do something about the fact that he's cutting off all of the creeps, whilst trying to save his tower, which is difficult for the Clockwork. He doesn't know how to move left, right, or center. On the top lane, we got the Mirana playing slightly defensively against the Wraith King. Wraith King just stun cancelling on the Mirana. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Need to drink more water, I think. I think that's my current problem. Enigma still happily jungling. I think he tried to do kind of a stack there. It didn't work out too well for him. Invoker having uncontested farm for a second there. Trying to make sure his mana pool doesn't go down too low. Because if his mana pool goes down too low, he can't really do anything. And the OD is just trying to make sure the Invoker can't do anything. Shut him down effectively. And he's missing out on a lot of opportunities. He's taking a lot of aggro from the Invoker and not really making anything of it. Which is unfortunate. Darkseer taking a lot of damage on this bottom lane. He has got his Soul Ring now, but the Cog's going to effectively stop him from doing much. Flare potentially coming out from the Clockwork if he does want to try and engage, which he could totally do. I mean, the Darkseer's got no regen. He's got a Soul Ring, and he hasn't got enough mana for Surge. So, if the Clockwork had elected to go on him, there was probably nothing the Darkseer could have done about it. Over on the mid, Invoker still being taken out. Still losing all of his mana. Well, he's got 390. He's not too bad at the moment, but Forge Spirit's going to help with that probably a bit. Enigma, he's got his Soul Ring now, so he can do a little bit more in the jungle. Doesn't have to go back as much, but instead electing to try and pull the creeps and then use the Soul Ring and then get the demonic conversion off, just to minimize the amount of damage that he's taking. God. Here's the thing with an OD, right? An OD will just drain your mana pool dry, and also have a much larger mana pool because of it, which is great for him. This Darkseer is still playing very aggressively. Electing not to use a Soul Ring, maybe the Courier almost getting caught out there, which is pretty ridiculous. Darkseer doing the pulling for the Clockwork, which is great for him. And the Iron Shell is just going to assist with his increasing his GPM, basically. It's a little bit risky. I think with 450 health, he might be doing a little bit, playing a little bit too harsh, but we'll see how it goes. Clockwork. He's gone for 1 point in Battery Assault, so he could shut down the Darkseer if he got him in the cogs, but we'll have to see how that goes. Because all it takes is a hook shot, and that Darkseer would probably be dead. Which would be really unfortunate for the Darkseer. I mean, dying's never fun, you know? In fact, he's just probably going to wait around and wait for him to hit 6 and then start the fight. Might burn a flare because of it. He hasn't gone, oh, and the cog's coming out at just the right time. Battery Assault going to help there as well. He does have the mana for a flare, and that's going to cause the Darkseer to go down. That's the first blood right there. Clockwork playing very well right there. Did I even do a run through of who's on Guess Who? I don't think I did. Let's do a quick rundown. God damn it. Babus on the Treant. Yeah, I did. I must have. I can't remember doing the Clockwork. Oh well. Clockwork is Kill Bill. You've seen him. He plays well. He does the video games. Enigma happily right-clicking down the jungle still. OD not getting any of those removal of stacks on the Invoker just yet. So the Invoker's still got a pretty huge pool of mana. Because the Invoker's playing very well as far as like positioning goes. He's positioning himself continuously on the high ground because he knows if he's getting within a certain range, like the OD gets there, he just has to back off a little bit, and it's going to shut down the OD quite a bit. On the top lane, the Wraith King and the Lich and the Treant playing very aggressively, making sure that there's nothing that the Mirana and the Shadow Shaman can do, which is solid. I mean, the Mirana could easily set up some kills. The Shadow Shaman and the Mirana could set up easy kills against the solo anyone, but you can see here it's rather close. Enigma just happily jungling. Lich trying to maybe set something up here, going around the back to try and drain down Mirana's damage, and Mirana taking a lot of damage because of it. All we have to see is a Leech Seed coming out. Leech Seed coming out. Lots of damage going to be taken. Lich maybe being too aggressive. All he has to do is believe now. No, we're going to see the stun coming out from the Enigma, and that's going to cause the Lich to go down. And the Shackle did come out on the Treant, but the Treant got out of it. Almost got the Mirana there. Being a little bit overzealous. Didn't realize where the Enigma was, and that's going to cause the Lich to go down anyway. So Clockwork 6 now. He's doing pretty well for himself. Ugh. The Darkseer Iron Shell, unfortunately, causing him to just have to play a little bit more defensive, which sucks. But Darkseer continuously Iron Shelling himself up, making sure that he's getting that CS pretty efficiently, which he is, to be fair. He's not as high on the kills. He's got 0 kills, but the Cog's just going to shut down his mana a bit. In fairness, it doesn't really matter much because of the fact that Soul Ring just gives you more mana. And OD now rotating in, maybe to try and kill this Clockwork on the bot rune, whilst the Clockwork is living armored up. I mean, all it would take is a good setup, and this Clockwork could go down right here. Yeah, and here it goes. We're going to see the engagement going in. Darkseer is Iron Shelled up, but all it takes is a Cogs, and the Clockwork is just happily walking away right now. Vacuum coming out by the Darkseer, trying to shut down, trying to find that Clockwork. Clockwork going to get Astral imprisoned. Curry is hiding now. Curry doesn't want to die. And the Clockwork is just... Oh, Ultimate being burned by OD trying to kill the Clockwork. But the Clockwork's just going to burn more Cogs. And the Clockwork might just live here. Which is ridiculous. He's going to pop a flare so he has some vision. But the OD just missed him. Just missed him. And that was huge. Well played by the Clockwork right there. That was really great by him. No mana. Just burning bottle charges to make sure that he can try and get kills. And that enables the Invoker to get even more CS solo in lane. And now he's got his phase boot. So he's going to be running around destroying some people, you know? Oh. Wraith King. His CS is going really well at the moment. I'm lagging a bit, apparently. I'm losing frames, which isn't good. And yeah, Lidge doing well for himself at the moment. Treant just trying to hit the vision to make sure that the same situation that happened about 5 minutes ago doesn't happen again. Game continuing. Invoker just trying to get more CS right now. He's doing well for himself. He went for Bacillus, which is interesting. I don't normally see Invokers go for Bacillus, but he's not using the Forged Spirit all that efficiently, in my opinion. He really needs to be using it to either help him CS or make sure he's outlaning the OD, and he can't really do that at the moment. Is, however, going to pick up a double damage rune. Isn't going to make anything of it. And the Mirana almost got killed on the top, but she's going to walk away from this one. Thankfully enough for her. She has got Tangos still to burn, so she's going to be okay. Enigma now invised up. He has hit Black Hole. He has hit 6, so maybe we're going to see an early kill on the Invoker. The Invoker going to get stunned. One of the Forge Spirits going to get shut down. Not going to burn the ultimate. Not going to burn the Black Hole. He is going to get Astral imprisoned. That is going to set up for the Black Hole. If he had the mana, but he doesn't have the mana. Oh, it's tragic. It's really unfortunate there. They could have got a kill on the Enigma. On the Invoker even, but Enigma just didn't have the mana for it. Which sucks. Okay, it's really unfortunate. You want to get early kills, especially on this Invoker. Especially considering the fact that he's kind of outlaning the OD at the moment. Invoker's got no mana anyway, so he's kind of okay, but like the OD is starting to pull back a little bit. It's because of that failed gank attempt on the Clockwork. The Clockwork played really well. And now Treant's just trying to get 6 up and online so they can start doing stuff. The Treant into the Enigma... No, Enigma's on a different team. Never mind. The OD... Still, his Hand of God's just come back up. Sanity's Eclipse. Hand of God? Nah, it's Chen's ultimate. This is the Our Devourer ultimate. I'm going crazy. Too much casting. It's happened. It's finally happened. OD. Bottle crowing very efficiently right now. Shadow Shaman pulling on the top lane. He's got literally 0 items right now, which is really unfortunate. You never want that to happen. That camp will probably be stacked. No, it won't be stacked. Oh, it's unfortunate. Like, it was worth just making sure that you stacked the camp right there, but oh well. Over on the bot lane, got the Clockwork still trying to survive against this Darkseer. Well, I say survive. He's in the lead, quote unquote. He's ahead of the Darkseer in my opinion. And the Treant has still not hit 6 just yet. He's hiding, but he hasn't hit 6. Which sucks for him. Shadow Shaman and the Enigma rotating in, maybe to try and kill the Wraith King, but this Observer would scout it all out. Wraith King and the... who we got here? Wraith King and Lich new to back off, so they're okay. Gonna see the Darkseer be initiated on here. Barrier Soul being popped out by the Clockwork. Right-clicking down on the Darkseer. Darkseer gonna get Leech Seeded up. Slowed down. He is gonna Iron Shell though. Flare coming out. Exort Sunstrike coming out, like I said, was likely to happen. And he's going to go down again. The Darkseer is going to go down again there, which is unfortunate for him. Over on the top lane at the same time, Mirana arrow just missing the Wraith King, and now that Shadow Shaman's going to go down thanks to a couple of right clicks. Mirana still engaging on the Wraith King, but the living armor going to keep this Wraith King alive. And instead, Black Hole coming out. Lich, not long enough duration though. Not long enough duration to kill the Lich. Which sucks for him. Plus, it's like a 200-second cooldown. You don't want to be burning that whenever you want. It's really unfortunate to burn that and then like it just instantly be lost. I don't even know why. I think he cancelled it or something, which is unfortunate for him. Enigma instead just going to go back to jungling. We have got the Treant Protector rotating into the mid. Equally at the same time we have Shadow Shaman rotating in, so he's quite happy with himself. Clockwork got another 14 seconds on his cogs and trying to stop this counter push now because like Darkseer's a pushing hero, but Clockwork literally is pushing more than Darkseer right now, which sucks for him. It sucks for the Darkseer anyway. He doesn't let Darkseer do what he's meant to do, especially considering the fact that Darkseer like has died twice, which is ridiculous. At the same time, Clockwork trying to engage on the Shadow Shaman, but gonna miss the hook, which is really unfortunate for him. He did have an invis rune, I think. He did pop it, but yeah. Now the Clockwork's trying to run around and trying to initiate and trying to set stuff up, which is how you play a Clockwork. You want to set stuff up as well as you can. You haven't got the hugest mana pool, so you can't constantly do it, but it's worth it at the end of the day. Living Armor going to keep this tower up, which is really solid. 2 Iron Shells, though. Dual Iron Shelling by the Darkseer now. It kind of shows that they really want to push this lane. He's got no points into the Wall of Replica, so he's not going to want to push this lane. Wraith King diving super hard behind this tower, and we're going to see a TP coming out. Shadow Shaman maybe getting caught out. Wraith King definitely getting caught out, though. Stun coming into the Mirana. Wraith King ultimate being used. He is going to die once. Darkseer Vacuum coming down. Overgrowth going to be used. And the Lich ultimate not doing all that much, unfortunately. Jumping off of creeps. Wraith King still engaged. OD killing the Lich there. Treant Protector now running away. Wraith King going to get caught out as well. Mirana killing the Wraith King. And the Treant Protector, he's invis. He's kind of okay with himself. He needs to decide what he's doing. Invoker with the catch-up Midas. He's 13-minute Midas. Why a 13-minute Midas? I never know. No. Treant Protector now walking away. Like, the Clockwork did come up, but he just wasn't there in time to contribute to the fight, and the OD ultimate did get burned again. But it was worth it. They secured kills, you know? Wraith King going down, killing the hard carry is normally a good bet. Like, you kill a hard carry, you're pretty happy with yourself. Yeah. 30 minutes in, though, and no real push is coming out just yet. This OD might be going down, though, because of the Cold Snap. Cold Snap being used, the Forge Spirits being used as well, and that Invoker just killed the OD. That was ridiculous. Have got the Enigma doing Roshan at the same time with the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's not his 6 yet, so he can't drop wards, which is unfortunate for him. It would speed up the rate of this Roshan, definitely, by like 100%. Instead, the Enigma accidentally going to get stunned and take a lot of damage. Doesn't realize how Roshan works with stuns, I don't think. Black Hole's going to be back up in about 3 seconds, though, which is great for him. And Invoker taking the tower mid in the meantime. Him doing very well for himself. Enigma having to back off a little bit. Re-idle on and then continue right-clicking this Roshan down. He only has another 5 hits or something. Shadow Shaman smoking up to make sure they can secure the kills. And the Shackle going to be used as well. But that's going to secure the kill. Enigma's going to have the Roshan now. And at the same time, the T1 top is probably going to go down right here by guess who. I'm saying so many words so quickly. Yeah. This Mirana going to get caught out by this Clockwork illusion. Unfortunate for them, because now we're going to pretty good see an engagement. Wraith King blinking in, stunning the Mirana. Going to see a Leap coming out, I would assume. Leap coming out, another TP also coming in. Clockwork does have a hook. Darkseer going to TP in. Also got the Shadow Shaman shackling up on that Clockwork now. Mirana stun also coming in. This Clockwork's definitely going to go down, 100%. He's dead. Yeah. Mirana happily walking around right now. Trying to do a little bit left, right, and center. She's just still trying to farm. She hasn't got a Maelstrom online yet. She's still working on it. And the Enigma wants to counter push the lane a bit. Make sure he's got a little bit of lane control. Outward Devourer running out of mana, which is really unfortunate for him, especially considering the fact that he literally has spells just to stop the mana, stop the mana loss. Yeah. Still got the Invoker pushing this T1 bot at the same time. Iron Shell, they're not going to go down. Iron Shell now going to go down, be used on one of the creeps, one of the Radiant creeps, to try and prevent the lane from being pushed too hard. Going to be very efficient in doing that. But Clockwork going to come in with a huge hook, going to catch out that Darkseer, and the Darkseer going to go down again. Invoker playing very well. Invoker right-clicking down the tower at the same time. So taking the Darkseer and the tower there, working very well. Working out very well. Trent finally got the mechanism online. Great for him. Normally a Clockwork Ghost mechanism, but it's his call. Picked up a Staff of Wizardry, I assume for the 4th staff, which is another solid bet. Sorry about all of this lag at the moment. I really apologize about that. I don't like it happening, but I can't really stop it. Enigma going for the Medallion of Courage just to take one target and do a lot more damage to them. Still got that Aegis. Not going to run out for a while longer. Then the OD maybe looking to get caught out here by the Clockwork and the Treant Protector. The Clockwork could even be going for a Aghanim Scepter early. That'd be great for him, I think, in this situation, because whilst the 4 staff's great and everything, he needs that smaller cooldown on the hook shot so he can kind of do a lot more. Enigma turning one of the creeps, one of the Forged Spirits into Eidolons. A very smart play right there, very smart. Treant Protector maybe looking for an opening to try and engage. Instead, the Shadow Shaman is going to get caught out. Midnight something. Midnight Shadow going to be used just to try and keep the Shadow Shaman alive. And the Clockwork's going to walk away instead. Yeah, actually, okay, so the Clockwork did go for the 4 staff rather than the Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter is one of those things that you have to get really late on. Or not at all. Treant Protector still Nature's guised up. Hasn't been scouted out by the Enigma. Might actually be looking to go on the Shadow Shaman right here, because he's only 700 health in. He might get actually caught out by the tower. Overgrowth coming in instead. Got the Clockwork a little bit behind. Invoker a little bit behind. Maybe looking to engage here. Clockwork going to accidentally hookshot the Invoker, and that's going to stop the engagement. We're going to see a TP coming out by the Darkseer. And there was a meatball being thrown by the Invoker, just to make sure they don't lose any ground particularly. And at the same time, Mirana destroyed a tower somewhere, so I assume that was the T1 top. Yeah. Game continuing, I guess. Mirana now rotating into the jungle. Almost got that Maelstrom. She only needs the recipe, but it's still taking her a while. Going for max Starfall, Starstorm, max Sacred Arrow. Pretty solid bet. Just for the bonus damage, I guess. Doesn't actually increase the duration of the stun or anything. You know, that's what you get with the Mirana. Clockwork double damaged up. Maybe looking to do something. He's kind of walking around. Maybe he's trying to... He wants to get a little bit more XP. Help the Wraith King get his XP. And getting level 11, which is going to reduce the cooldown on hookshot by like 25 seconds, which is great for him. 15 seconds. Maths is hard. More video games. Enigma still hasn't got any more items as such, but that Aegis is going to be reclaimed soon, which sucks for him. And the Invoker rotating on mid. So right now, let's look at some XP graphs. XP is pretty balanced. Gold. Slightly in guess whose favour, but not hugely. So it's fine for them. Everyone's doing... It's a pretty balanced game, to be perfectly honest. I mean, this Clockwork is playing playing really well. And is going to engage right now on the OD. Going to catch that OD out, and the OD is going to go down and melt thanks to the Invoker Meatball as well. And the Invoker getting stunned, and the Hex, and shackled, and the Clockwork also being livid armored up. Black Hole catches from the Enigma, and Lich getting caught out, and the Invoker getting caught out as well. They're both going to go down. Pipe is also up. Don't know who has a pipe, but someone has a pipe. Darkseer has a pipe. Might be seeing this T2 pushed now on the mid. Potentially, it's an option. It's an option right now. Whilst the Treant Protector still Nature's guised up. He's okay with himself. As long as he stays near the trees, he's quite happy. He's cool as long as he's near the trees. Enigma almost catching out Enigma wants to be gone on right now. Overgrowth being used to kill the Enigma. Gonna use the hook shot, getting that Enigma. Leech Seed also going down the Enigma. However, at the same time, Arrow coming in on the Clockwork. Barrier Assault still being used, gonna cause that Enigma to go down. And that's a free kill, basically. They did have to burn the hook shot, but worth it to kill that Enigma. Equally, Enigma could die. He had the option to die because of the fact that his black hole was burned. His black hole was going to be down for another 130 seconds or so, so he's okay. He's quite happy with himself. He's good. And the OD happily farming away now. He's also got his 4 staff. So he's cool. Mirana almost getting killed there by the Invoker, but leaping away just in time, managing to survive. Where is she? Where's her build? Yeah, she's got 2 points into leap now. She's pretty happy. She's got a Maelstrom. So everything's working out for her. Sorry, jaw's still hurting. It's not good. And upload speed still biting the dust. Lich happily walking around right here. He's getting pinged out left, right, and center because this observer ward is gonna catch him. The sentry ward, unfortunately, not gonna see that observer, but still. Clockwork stacking these ancients. Arguably, potentially for the other team, but gonna miss a 1, unfortunately, and that's gonna cause the tower to not stack. And Invoker just happily taking the T2 bot at the same time. Invoker pushing really hard right now. He's got the Necro as well. Huge vacuum coming out. Darkseer taking a lot of damage because of the Necro 3. And Darkseer just trying to run away, trying to live right now. That's unfortunate for a Darkseer. Flare coming out on the Mirana. No hook shots or anything are available to use. The hook shot is available to use. So he could have used it if he wanted to engage on the Mirana. But he did not. Go and drink some more water. Yes, it just took me 4 times to click on an Invoker, and what of it. So anyway, this Ancient's been, all of these Ancients have been stacked like 3 or 4 times now, so it's a huge XP boost to the gold and to the team. To the gold of the team, I suppose, technically, if we're gonna be correct. Especially considering the fact that Ledge he's only got an urn, he hasn't got all that much, and the Wraith King did go for Midas, so he's got his Midas, he's also got his Maelstrom now. Maelstrom is one of these items that we've seen be picked up a lot more frequently, in comparison to other stuff, which is odd. Mechanism being used. Roshan's not back up yet, not for another minute or so, probably a minute and 10 seconds or something like that. But now the option to engage is up. Midnight Shadow gonna give the opportunity for the team of Elysium to engage. Vacuum coming out into the black hole, but it's gonna get disrupted by a stun. Overgrowth being used. The Lich going down, the Invoker going down, which is really unfortunate. The Clockwork being stunned there. The Clockwork also being shackled, and nothing gonna come of it. OD Ultimate being used. And Wraith King might be getting caught out now as well. Radiance Courier going down. And that's a 4-person kill right there. Trian only managing to get away just. Which sucks for him. Well, he only managed to get away because of the huge engagement. OD now having an Invis rune. Gonna see Elysium push the mid tower. This game is really close. This is a ridiculously close game. And this T2 is almost definitely going to go down thanks to the Eidolons that the Enigma will inevitably grab in a second. Soul Ring going to wear off in a second. So you should probably use the mana that you got from it. Never mind. Instead going to use it just then. And they're going to blink away. They're going to take the T2 and they're going to blink away and run away. Which is a good choice. Like in this situation, Elysium are behind slightly. Nope. 5,000 gold ahead, but not the hugest lead as far as that other thing goes, gold goes, which is kind of unfortunate for Elysium at the moment because they're playing really well, but they just can't catch up as far as farming goes because of the I feel like the Midases are doing a lot. I mean, Mirana hasn't gone for a Midas, OD probably hasn't gone for a Midas. Okay, OD went for a Midas. Shaman hasn't got Midas, Enigma hasn't got a Midas. And the other team has 2 Midases, so they've got the Invoker Midas, they've got the Wraith King Midas. Trying to catch up is going to be kind of a pain. For Elysium, anyway. They have got a huge gold advantage at the moment, though, so they're kind of okay. And the Necro is really helping to push the tower pretty brutally. I never knew Necro 3 book gave mana break. I didn't even know that. That's really interesting. Yeah, T2 mid going to go down though. Counter traded almost instantly by Guess Who. Guess Who don't even care. They're just rolling up to towers and right clicking them. And those towers are going down pretty happily. Are we going to see the contest coming out right now for the Guess Who? They're going in with the meat and the meatball, and vacuum going down, wall going down. I don't think, yeah, black hole isn't up, so that's not going to get used just yet. Surge coming out, but nothing really going to come of that. And the only person going down right there was a Treant Protector, so kind of a silly engagement right there for Guess Who. Might see the Wraith King caught out here. Mirana's still there. Mirano, just right-clicking down a couple of the people. And this Roshan's almost instantly going to go back down again because of the Shadow Shaman wards being used. Normally you use Shadow Shaman wards to like push a tower, but in this situation, Elysium see the Roshan as more of a priority than any kind of towers, which is a great choice. Invoker Sunstrike there, scouting out the Roshan. Everyone TPing in now. They want to contest this. Whether they can or not, they can't. But still throwing in everything to make sure that they don't get caught out just yet. Radiant's Courier just coming back up. Did it have anything on it? I don't think it did. It didn't have anything on it, so it being lost there is kind of okay. Mirana working on the Yasha, going for that Manta style, which is super for her. Happily right-clicking away now. She's just farming up. She's just got to get more gold. That's what she needs. Trying to catch up against the Wraith King. And let's see. Lich still not got much. That's just because he's buying the wards. Invoker has got Blink now. He has got his Necro. He's probably going to be going BKB, I would imagine. Which is great for him. Super for him. You know, I don't know what to say about that. Wraith King Maelstrom really helping him farm. He might be going BKB as well. He's got the Mithril Hammer. We'll have to see how that goes. Lich right-clicking this lane. Who else we got? We have got Mirana and we've got OD pushing in the top lane quite happily themselves. Whilst the Invoker is kind of preparing to counter push, along with the Clockwork trying to set up a hook. He does have the hook up on the Mirana, and he is going to hook the Mirana, and that Mirana is going to go down. She's going to leap. Where the hell did she leap to? She didn't go down. What? Mirana didn't go down. Where the hell did Mirana go? We're going to see this huge engagement. Treant Protector finally killing Mirana. I have no idea where she went. But the vacuum and the wall being used there by the Darkseer. Wraith King going to kill the Shadow Shaman. Enigma killing the Invoker, and the Overgrowth being used, catching quite a few. Black Hole coming out to try and kill this Wraith King. Wraith King has been silenced. He didn't have ultimate either, so he was going to go down. Treant Protector rather low. He's Nature's Guise, but OD going to use his ultimate to just stop the runaway that is the Treant Protector. Clockwork getting away with literally no health whatsoever. And this T1 is now definitely going to go down. 100% is going to go down. Because like they couldn't stop it. There's 4 people dead for Christ's sake. OD happily right-clicking away, you know, as you do, doing his thing, running around, giving his team mana, and all that jazz. He has got 2.3k gold now. He's got his Scythe of Ice, so he's pretty happy with himself. And the Mirana's going to TP back to stop this push on T3 racks, which is a great choice. All the members of Guess Who are going to be back in about 10 seconds though. So not too great for them. No, in fairness, Guess Who just like coming back in 10 seconds. I mean, they lost the T1, but they could save the T2, so they're quite happy right now. Living Armor going to be around for a little bit longer, blocking a little bit more damage, stopping the other team from being too aggressive. OD happily walking around, doing his thing, doing his jam, farming up a little bit more, making sure that Mirana can farm quite efficiently because she hasn't got that Midas. So she's probably going to be going Manta style, I would assume, but you can never really predict these things. She picked up the Yasha, so that should be a good indicator of her going for a of a Manta style. And her picking up the Ultimate Orb just there as well is another good indicator that she is going Manta style. OD got his BKB online now, doing well for himself. And the Clockwork going to try and initiate on the Shadow Shaman. The Shadow Shaman going to get the Hex off just in time, plus the Shackle, plus an arrow on the Clockwork. And the Clockwork now unfortunately getting trapped in, getting too greedy there. Unfortunately, where he got hexed just before he could drop the cogs or the battery assault, he just got melted down. lack of vision right there, being a little bit too greedy there. The Clockwork. In fairness, if he wasn't so greedy, he would have lost early kills. But what are you gonna do? Pause coming out by the Treant Protector. I'm so tired. Drink some water. That water's good. I love water. Water is solid. I love water. Sorry about all the frame drops at the moment. I apologise, guys. Clockwork, yeah, DCs. Which is rather unfortunate. Maybe why he didn't pop the cogs, because he couldn't do anything about it, because he just DC'd. Yeah, Mirana doing pretty well for herself. She's almost got a mana style online. That's going to increase her damage by quite a bit. Shadow Shaman almost got that 4 staff. Needs 800 gold. He'll be on that 4 staff hype. Treant Protector. He's got mech. He's got arcane boots. He's doing pretty well for himself. Lich playing the 5, I assume. Buying the wards as it is. Wraith King. Almost working on the BKB now. He's doing pretty well. As far as BKB goes, he needs another 200 gold, I think, for BKB recipe. Also, he's not carrying any TPs, which is kind of a concern, because you want to be able to teleport left, right, and center when you're, especially when you're playing the hard carry. People need you to be places, so not being there is a problem. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, I'm tired, so conversation isn't really my strong point right now. People joining, just people starting to watch the stream the second that I start talking about how tired I am. Invoker's still working on that BKB. He's got Blink, giving him that little bit of extra engage distance, especially if he has like a cold snap or something queued up. Gone for a 4-2 max build, which is pretty reasonable. I mean, he does a lot of damage just by right-clicking now, thanks to all of that exhort. Plus, it works really well with the clockwork, so... Jaw hurting so much, it's not good. Odie still happily. He's got his 4 stuff, he's doing pretty well for himself. So right now, let's look at some graphs, just whilst we're on the pause. Very strongly in Elysium's favour as far as XP goes, and pretty strongly in Elysium's favour as far as gold goes. So not working out too well for Guess Who at the moment. They played really well at the beginning, thanks to the clockwork. Catching the bonus, catching that extra kind of, those couple of kills. And, yeah. Just waiting for the game to continue now, really. Kind of run out of things to say. If I feel like Elysium are in the lead, but Guess Who can still make a comeback. That's the kind of situation that we're in right now. Elysium have won a couple of really solid team fights. Like, if you look at the gold graph, it's where they get like 3 kills. And there's no real repercussions anyway, so... yeah. Elysium winning on team fights, basically, in my opinion. That's kind of what the situation is. Come on, rejoin so I can talk about stuff. Darkseer, now level 16. He's quite happy with himself. He's got pipe. Still hasn't got any real boots. He's got boots of speed, and he could pick up the arcane boots, but his mana pools, especially with an OD on your team, you don't really need it. You don't really need to go for the arcane boots, so you'll probably be going for boots of travel or something. Or maybe even the assault cuirass kind of get up. Maybe. There's options. Wanna play video games? Come on. They're talking to each other in their own language. This is the situation that we've got to. I cry every time. Wow, to think I've dropped almost 1 in 5, well, close to 1 in 10 frames and 1 in 5 frames, but still, I'm sorry about that. God. So Shadow Shaman now is level 11, so he's only got 1 point into Shackle, which is interesting. Considering how much the Shackle extra duration would benefit him. I mean, in fairness, the Ether Shock would help quite as well, and the game is going to continue now, I think. Hopefully. Come on. Video games, play them. Shadow Shaman, yeah, going for just 1 point in Shackle. Rather than the true Ether. Rather 1 point in Shackle rather than 1 point in Ether Shock, which is a pretty good choice. I mean, the team kind of requires a lot more damage output, I think, in my opinion anyway. In comparison to the Guess Who right-click squad. Yeah. Going to see all of the members of Elysium just taking this tier 1 bot. It's kind of not worth anything at this point for Guess Who to even try and defend it, but they are still going to put a living armor on it. Even though that living armor is going to get instantly destroyed because of the all of the things. Rana just going to TP back to base. because she doesn't want to get caught out because it would be bad for her. Who we got going on? We got Lich still over on the mid lane. Still not got any kind of item progression, which sucks. Net worth. So the OD is really fat. Wraith King is fat. Invoker is fat. It's the Midas people. People that have Midases. Worth a lot more than people without Midases. Science, right here. Following that, Darkseer is fat because of Midas. Not Midas. Because of Iron Shell. Yeah. It's really interesting to see. Like, you got the Midas bracket, and then you've got the not Midas, but can get really easy CS bracket, and then everyone else. Then you got Clockwork in the middle because he's just been killing people left, right, and center, and then you've got supports. Yeah. Ow. That's the worst thing about Wisdom Teeth. It's so it's not painful. It's just like a constant aching. All five members from Elysium right now are kind of standing together, waiting for the smoke, and they're going to smoke up, and they're going to go on someone in the Radiant jungle, but there is no one in the Radiant jungle, so it's unfortunate for them. Not only are they smoked, but they're also Midnight Shadowed up, and the Midnight Shadow means that all the members of Guess Who are probably going to be playing more defensive. The Clockwork smoke isn't going to catch him out. The Clockwork flare even isn't going to catch him out. And yeah, Show Shaman, he's quite happy. He's dropping down sentries to try and get some vision. All the members of Guess Who are equally smoked up though, and we're already going to see a huge team fight go down here. Show Shaman does have wards. Mirana stunning the Clockwork, going to see the engagement. Enigma with a 3-person black hole. Overgrowth cancelling the black hole though, which is really unfortunate. Lich Ult coming in. Invoker doing so much damage right here. Clockwork having to pop the wand, almost going down there. Invoker killing the Shadow Shaman. Wraith King going down for the first time right there. We're going to back out a little bit. Invoker right there killing the Enigma thanks to his meatball. And the OD is going to go down as well. Wraith King going to kill the OD. OD going to kill the Invoker. Mirana killing the Clockwork. And the Wraith King is still trying to run away. He's got very little health. And he is going to go down as well. Trio Protector, he's smoked up. He's invis. Wraith King, the illusion there, not going to be able to do anything. But Trio Protector just kind of trying to stay in the trees. Making sure the invis doesn't get popped. Which is solid for him. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's how Nature's Guys works. I never knew that. And return to normal viewing angle. So that was a 3-for-3 trade right there. And the black hole did get popped. And the Shadow Shaman. Etc. Mirana popping that Mantis Style to make sure they're right-clicking this tower very effectively. Gonna leap forward to the tower. I'm not sure why she did that. Kind of a bit pointless. But the Lich just trying to be more defensive now. Mirana arrow almost hitting the Lich. Not though. And lots of defensive TPs coming out right here to try and do something. But the Clockwork jumping in with a hook shot followed up by the Cogs. And can't really do much now. Having to force stuff out because the Mirana leaped out. And Mirana just going to TP away. Shadow Shaman getting a double damage rune. So he's quite happy with himself. Oh my god. Just going to pop Ether Shocks, just trying to get that right-click damage off. Even though there is a pretty huge push here on the mid lane. Hopefully these guys can still hear me okay. There's like 5 of you here, and I think 4 of them are... 3 of them are... So many of them are admins, I don't know. Who knows? We're watching some video games at this point. I'm really tired. It's bad. Like, without breaks, it's kind of... Like, I literally have just been casting for, like, hour and a half straight up. With very little break, which is painful. Darkseer going to de-ward there. Going to pick up the gem. He's also got a Shiva's Guard now. Happily running around with the Shadow Shaman and de-warding. Whilst they rotate onto the top. To try and push in this top T2, I guess. All of Guess Who are rotating though, so... Guess Who are rotating. We've got the OD. We've got lots of Eidolons. Lots of tower happening to this damage. Lots of damage happening to this tower. And yet, Guess Who are just going to sit back and let the T2 be taken. They haven't got ultimates. Well, they do. That's kind of a lie. They've got the... they've got Hook. They've got Overgrowth. So they could have gone in there, but who knows. Instead, we just got Elysium roaming from tower to tower, pushing all the lanes. It's smart. It really is. It's a great tactic. I mean, they haven't got the black hole armor up yet, so they don't really want to fight. But they're doing okay. They're doing good for themselves. Clockwork trying to stop the push as much. Trying to limit the push. And the T2 bot is now probably going to get pushed as well. whilst the OD is just kind of taking out all of the camps, all of the Ancients camps, making sure that Midas is 100% efficient. And the what we got here? What we got? Mystic Staff? Maybe another Shiva's coming out? I don't know. Maybe it's a potential. Roshan is back up anyway, so we're probably going to see a fight over Roshan. There's no ward here from Guess Who. They have got the Necro book though, and they've also just thrown a flare into Roshan, so they know Roshan's up. Yeah. Wraith King, they've smoked up, so they know what the deal is. The Observer ward there, being dewarded thanks to the Necro book. And this Roshan is already at less than half health, so you've got to get in here fast. Overgrowth coming in. Overgrowth going to catch out 3. OD popping his ultimate, and the Treant's just going to melt. The Black Hole coming in as well, going to catch out the Wraith King, and the Shadow Shaman is invis right now. Clockwork trying to do something, and Wraith King's going to go down for the first time. Wraith King's back, but Wraith King's going to probably melt again. Shadow Shaman killing the Lich, Lich killing the Shadow Shaman. Happy trades. Invoker trying to cast some spells and running away. He's popped his BKBB. He is too low. He is going to go down almost definitely. And at the same time, Wraith King is just trying to run away now, trying to stop himself from dying. And that's the GG's. That's GG's being called there. So that's Guess Who losing against Elysium. Anyway, guys, if anyone is still watching, thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, @Craze, and don't forget to look at all of those wonderful, wonderful links below the Twitch stream. I'm going to stop streaming now. Don't forget to check out twitch.tv _spot to just look at the top of the URL and put a 2 in the end. And you can watch even more glorious, glorious games, I think, if I'm correct. So anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.